Hello and welcome or welcome back. If we have not met, my name is Kate and this is My Place. In My Place, we do a little bit of planning, cash budgeting, cash stuffing, savings challenges, paying off debt, and so much more as we are building our best life. In today's video, we are going to be doing the paycheck budget for the first week of October. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure that you stick around because we're going to be getting right into the video. All right, friends, so I have everything kind of written out so that all we have to do is plug numbers in today. I hope that you are all having an amazing beginning of October. So for our salary for this week, I am anticipating $1,513. For dashing, we are going to budget for a minimum of $150. I know that we are going to be pulling some money out of savings this week. My boyfriend has decided he wants to go golfing, and then I know that we're going to need dog food. So we're going to pull $80 from the golf envelope and from Rodney's envelope to take care of those. And then we do have a rollover of $46, which brings our total income for the first week of October to $1,789. And then for our expenses for the first week, our rent is $600, and this is the other portion. We paid $800 towards our October rent in the 5th week of September so that our budget wasn't out of whack this week, because we would have not been in a good place had we not thought ahead and paid some money towards it at the end of September. So for our electric bill, which is our DTE, $179 is budgeted. Our first iCloud is coming out for October at $10. Everlance, which tracks our mileage on our vehicles for us, is $9. And then our XM radio subscription is $15. And this brings our total for our week's expenses to $813. So what I'm going to do is we subtract the $813 from our total expenses, which would then give us a leftover amount of $976 to work with. We have 2 credit cards due this week at $30 a piece is what I'm budgeting. And then our 4 pay payments for this week are $207. The squirrels have invaded my brain. I'm sorry. I have to refocus in here. I had too many thoughts coming in to my brain all at once. So our total for our debt for the first week of October is $267. And then we would subtract the $267 from the remaining $976, which would give us a leftover of $709 to work with moving forward. So for the cash envelopes, or what I like to call our living expenses, because we do use a hybrid system when it comes to our living expenses and our spending, gas is getting $125. Our groceries, I am budgeting for $200. Personal spending is going to be getting $80, so that's $40 for me and $40 for my boyfriend. And then I always budget $25 to help with any miscellaneous things that might come up. So that brings our total for our living expenses to $430. And when I subtracted the $430 from the $709, that leaves us with $279 to work with. Copay this week, I am budgeting for $50. Not only do I have my normal therapy appointment, I also am going in to see my primary care physician. Household, we need a couple items for around the house, so I am going to budget for $20. Rodney, like I had mentioned, is going to need some dog food, so I will pull $20 out of his sinking fund savings. And then my boyfriend does want to go golfing, and we'll pull $60 for that. So that brings our spending for the week to $150. And then when I subtracted the $150 from our remainder of the $279, that left us with $129 to work with. For challenges, I am going to do $75. And then I am going to roll over $54, which means we will not be putting any money into sinking funds this week, but that is okay. We have other weeks that we can do that. The first week of the month is normally hard, especially when it's this salary, because obviously one of our salaries is higher than the other. So when this particular salary falls on the first week of the month and we have all of our hard-hitting bills coming in, it's always kind of a rougher week, but we definitely have enough money to make it through the week comfortably without any issues, and we will all have what we need. So that brings our total for savings to that $129. And just to double check to make sure that we did zero out this budget, I'm going to go ahead and put the totals for all of our different categories in our summaries box. And we want the total of our summaries box to match our total expected income. So I am going to speed through that and make sure to speed through the calculations, and then we'll come back and make sure that our numbers match. All right, so the total of our expenses is $1,789. Our total income is the $1,789. So that is a zero-based budget. And now I am also real quick gonna do the cash breakdown, because I am gonna pull some money out of the bank. As I said, we're not going to do sinking funds this week, so it's just going to be for the living expenses that we spend cash on, which is groceries. And then I always pull some cash out for miscellaneous. So for groceries, I'm going to do $150. Miscellaneous, I do $15. So that's $165. And then for our savings challenges, we have our mini Mondays, and that's $20. Our wealthy Wednesdays, and I'm going to do $50. And then the $5 is to help supplement our ding 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 challenge, to ensure that we have dollar bills for when we finish savings challenges, so that we can do that challenge. So that brings our total for our savings challenge to $75. And the total for the amount of cash that we are going to pull for the first week, so week 1 of October, which is the 4th through the 10th for us, we are going to be pulling a total of $280. $240 from the bank. So for groceries, I will do a 100 and a 50. For the miscellaneous, I like to do 2 5s and 5 1s. For my minis, I am going to do 21s. For Wealthy Wednesdays, I like 5 5s, so $25 in 5s and $25 in 1s. And then for the Ding Ding Ding, we'll just do $5 in 1s. And if you've never seen me do my weekly budget or my cash breakdown, essentially what I'm doing is I'm breaking down the different categories, the amounts that I want for the week, so that when I go to the bank, the teller will know exactly how many of each denomination that I'm going to want. So, and I get that by tallying up the different denominations for the amounts that I want. And then down here at the bottom, I do a total bill count and the total amount per denomination. So I am going to total that up real quick and put the amounts in, and then we'll come back and calculate it just to ensure that we are going to be pulling the correct amount of $240 based on the tallies that I did. All right, so while I was doing the tallying, I remembered that I like to pull my co-pays out of the bank as well, so I don't have to use my debit card. So I went ahead and added that in. I need $50 for this upcoming week because I have 2 appointments, so that's going to be 2 20s and 2 5s, which then brings our total cash withdraw or cash needed for our cash stuffing to $290. So I need 100, which is 100, a 50, 2 20s, 9 5s, and then 55 1s. Let's try to add that up again, because I obviously did something wrong. $290. So now that I have my denominations broken down, I am all set and ready to go to the bank. And I will fill out my teller slip right here. I'm not going to do that on camera this time, purely because I did my September debt payment video, and we calculated all of the money we saved for an extra debt payment for the month of September, which, by the way, we are going to be making a debt payment of $240. So we saved $240 to make that extra debt payment. So I have singles and 5s already here in the house, so I'm not going to pull those out of the bank. So I will do all those calculations off camera and fill my teller slip out. I cannot talk today. Words are extremely hard. I will fill my teller slip out off camera before I go to the bank, so that I don't keep you guys. But essentially, this is the teller slip that comes with my Build a Budget workbook. I do sell the Q4 version. I did a soft launch of it just to see if there was anybody interested in purchasing the planner that I use. And it is down in my Ko-fi shop if you're interested in taking a look at it. So, but it also does come with the teller slips. I laminated mine, so but it comes with 6 teller slips. So I'm going to go ahead, and after I figure out what I have here and once I have all the numbers correct, I'll fill this out so that when I go to the bank, I'll be all set. So if you made it all the way to the end of this video, you are a rock star. And if you could please put your favorite star emoji down in the comments, I would greatly appreciate it. If you like today's video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel and you would like to continue following our journey, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so that you're notified anytime that I post new content. And I hope that you all have an amazing first or second, depending on where you're at in your budget, week of October. And I will see you next time. Bye.